What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as the title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the Hiya Toys Female Muto Basic Articulation Line. I think that's how they call it. So with that being said, nothing more to it. Then to get right on into it. And alas, we do have our very nice box here. It's kind of hard to open. It's all wrapped in this like really, what is the word? Stereotypical like black tape, I guess is how the word would be called. Anyways, I'm just kind of going right into it. There's nothing, at least on the shipping box, but this one I did purchase from INS Hobby. So that's just the letter I and then letter NS Hobby. They are not North American located. I do believe they are actually a Chinese shipper, if I am correct, which is, you know, that's where Hiya is, if I'm correct. I believe they are a Chinese manufacturer. So hopefully my knowledge is not wrong there, but we're going to go ahead and just do this real quick. Come on. It's coming out. You can see the back there. I'm trying to, you know what? Let's just full force it. Let's see if I'm strong. I'm not. Oh, wait. Oh, it's in the tape. That's right. Come on now. Ooh, ooh. This is like actually kind of hard to get out. Come on. Where was there? Ah, there we go. Okay, so sorry about that. Boom. There is our pre-packaged box here. And we're going to go ahead and get through this bubble wrap real quick. Oh my goodness. They packaged this one pretty darn good, I'll admit. It's kind of rare to see a well-packaged box like this to this extent. It almost seems as if like the bubble wrap is perfectly fit around it, which is obviously very considerate of them. So I'm struggling, but you know, I'm not complaining in any form of way. It is just unique. But alas, boom, we have made it to our box here. And very nice. Obviously, it's a very nice homage to the 2014 style of promotional artwork that they use. As you can see there, we do have the very nice female Muto. And yeah, very nice figure display there, Godzilla Muto. And then let's just keep going on the sides there, kind of like your 2014 marketing strategy. And then some promo image, and then Godzilla. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let us cut into the side here. We're just gonna get right in. All right, well, I mean, here it is. This is the first, I believe, smaller scale articulated Muto figurine from the 2014 movie. Here we go. All right, let's get this one unpackaged. It looks like there is no tape. I am incorrect. There is tape at the bottom there. All right, that should be the seal. Let's go ahead and unleash the beast here. Okay, hold on. Oh my, I'm gonna set it down just for a little bit. Okay, we're here, sorry. Dang, I feel washed. I don't know why. Anyways, here it is. We're going to take off the protective package filming there. And here is that female Muto. Wow. It's really stiff. Like, it's pretty darn stiff, if I do have to say so myself. But, as you can see, we are getting there. Just kind of like trying to give it some support here. Ooh. Okay. I think we made it. Okay, so there it is. I mean, this is it. This is the Muto, the female Muto, femme Muto, if we want to do a quick abbreviation. But look at it. I mean, you know, it's just as you'd imagine. It's kind of got kind of like a ash gray type of paint scheme throughout the figure. It's not all black, but you can tell that there's kind of like shadings to this figure. And the light, I think, is definitely helping out a bit in terms of that. But yeah, I mean, just based off of the sculpt alone, you know, it's really surprising that it's taken 10 years to get something of this kind of scale, or like even just like a Bandai figurine, because I know there's the male Muto that has gotten a Bandai figurine, but not the female one. So very cool. I did see something on Twitter where like this can kind of like lift up or maybe go down. I believe that's maybe what the EMP, how it works. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that this was a thing, so I wanted to show that off. Anyways, let's go ahead and try to do articulation. This isn't a really standard looking monster, so the articulation test might be a little bit different from usual. So first off, as always, we're going to go ahead and start with the mouth. So you can see open, open, and then close. And then in terms of the head itself, it really can't move too much. I guess that's what they were showcasing. Like, this is like really the only head articulation you get. So you can look down, and then you really can't make it look up. If you want to make it look up, I think you have to like make the body itself stand to look up. Something of that sort. The arms here have just this kind of just a roll joint really, and it's stiff, but it can be done. And then looks like we have another set joint here. Dang, you can go pretty far with that. And this little peg, can this move? No, wait, I'd lie, it can move. So it looks like we can move a fair amount. You know, you can definitely do those kind of like, it looks like it's giving the finger, but you can kind of do a lot of like strategically well-placed strike attacks like that, or like the crawlings. So that's pretty cool. I really like this front arm piece. I think that was great. I'm gonna lift up the arm just to get into the little like the inner arms here. As you can see, the smaller ones, they are kind of like just in here. They can come out, which is nice. They really can't go up, but as you can see, it can move down, which we're right here. And then lastly, on the kind of curve, it kind of has that same deal where you can kind of go up and down and swivel it around. So awesome, you know, a lot of good articulation there, which is just awesome to hear. Hiya toys, love it. Back hind leg, if we want to call it, right in here, not this one, but this one right here. So we can move it forward like that. So as you can see, it's kind of almost like a shoulder plate. I don't know. This biology of this creature is really weird, but still very cool nonetheless. You can kind of move the arms itself. Not really. I don't recommend going all the way, but it could be done, I think. And then kind of the same thing here, where you know you have this joint, so where you can kind of position it to your own liking. So I guess if you wanted to make it look like a square, you could. Let's try just this. Very fast. Okay, no, I don't know. Yeah, let's go with the wide stance. So let's try that. Yeah, perfect, right? So that's kind of like really wide the more I look at it, but it's something you can do. And then it looks like the last piece really is just the legs here. So you can kind of swing them up. Okay, I really don't want to go further than that, but you can swing them up. In terms of the knee joint, not much. Like here, you can't really move it up or down. I'm kind of getting a lot of resistance, but you can kind of hear the click like that. Going on towards, I guess the second knee almost. I'm not sure. This one can swing around and then not too much back. The calf, sorry, I don't know why I said that. So it looks like you can really just kind of do that, and then going on towards the kind of hoof, you can kick it up and then you can kick it back down and you can swivel it around. So awesome, that's awesome. And yeah, I mean, in terms of articulation, I just realized how long I'm taking with this. I might actually be washed. It's been a while since I've done a figure like this. But yeah, in terms of just kind of like the articulation, for a figure like this, you know, it's got a weird type of body physique. I think they made it work really well, if I'm being 100% honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. I think that there is a lot of cool things that you can do. Oh, I think I had this wrong. No. Huh. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out here. This looks a little bit better. A little bit more on the wider stance. And I'll do little pegs on the hands. They are now kind of like actually on the floor, which is nice. So very cool. That is pretty much that. Besides that, do this real quick. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah, it's just, I think to me, it's just a little bit stiff, but it's a new figure, you know, it's probably going to do that just in general. So I'm sure through time, through articulating it, it'll kind of ease up, which will make it a little bit easier. But even then, I mean, you can still get everything you like done, right? It's very, very nice. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think this is actually really, really good. It's just it's so surprising why it took so long to get something like this. Irregardless, let's go ahead and jump to our comparisons. So let's go ahead and do the only other female Muto figure I have, which was this little like blind, no, it was like a little like destruction city thing. I don't know. It's an old Bandai America figure. And yeah, that's the only one I have. I know that Premium Bandai, I know that they had made their own Muto set, but I did not purchase that. That was a little bit outside of my budget. So I went ahead and held off because I knew eventually someone was going to take up the mantle. Or at least I hoped someone would. They would take up the mantle and make an articulated, or Bandai, Muto figurine. So, I mean, here we are. Hiya Toys. I mean, I can't even say they're stepping up. They've already stepped up, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Let's go ahead and do this Monster Arts 2019 Godzilla. Pretty darn big, if you ask me. I don't really... Maybe I just made the Muto too small. Maybe that's what it is. But at least in terms of like standing, I don't know. Maybe I did make it too small, or maybe it's on a smaller scale. But yeah, going back to it, Hiya Toys has already stepped up. If you haven't been convinced by their line of releases, I'm like pretty sure if you get one of their figures, then it'll kind of like lead you in that perspective. Because I think they've done really, really well. This is not my first Hiya figure. But even then, when I got the first one, I was highly impressed with it. So that's just my take on it. But here's the NECA 2014. One of the few 14 figures I have. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's about it, really. I mean, we covered our box. We've covered the figurine itself. Maybe we should have the mouth open, make it look a little bit more menacing. The one thing I actually did forget to mention is the sack or the stomach, or I'm not sure what you'd call it on an animal like this, but yeah, this sack is sculpted on there. I forgot to go through that in terms of like the sculpting. I just wanted to say that because I saw it and I was like, oh yes, that's correct. However, hold on, can we move this up? No, but we can move it down. Okay, not by much though. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you have a 6-inch figure, this is kind of where it's going to scale. I really don't know if I'm scaling this to be shorter than it is, because it actually does seem a little bit short. Let me see if I can try and make it look a little bit taller without making it look really awkward, because like this is straight. Let's go ahead and fix this up. And then at this point, these guys, these little prongs aren't sticking. We'll do it forward and out, forward and out as much as I can. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, actually, I don't know. Actually, is this correct? In terms of like, I know this is a NECA figure, so obviously it's two different manufacturers. But is this kind of like accurate? I think I would assume that they would be a little bit more on level. And you know, like I keep saying, I just feel like I'm making this figure look shorter than it is. Let me know. I have never seen any other comparison photos besides that, but I'll kind of toy around with it and maybe make sure to see the limits of how tall this thing can stand. I mean, regardless, it's still a really, really, really good figure. Here, let's plump the standing position there. No, I mean, I think that really is the length of it all. But, I mean, irregardless, like I said, you know, for getting our first female Muto figurine, I'm not complaining in any form of sort. It's just an observation to be made. Don't know if I have these on right. Because I want to bend that way, but no, I don't. Maybe I want to do this, but this looks off too. I'm not sure. I mean, I'll get it going. If that's the length of it, you know, that's the length of it. But besides that, I think that already has wrapped up the video. At this point, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. So if you've clicked off, cheers to you. But with that being said, the last thing I will cover is the next set of Hiya releases or reveals, as it looks like they have revealed. It looks like they have revealed that they are going to be doing a GMK Godzilla, and it looks like there's already a variant of Shimo from the new Empire that is already being made as well. So, they're on top of it. I would be very, very surprised if that company is not profiting off of these lines, because these are actually really, really good. But there, kind of fixed it. It looks a little awkward, but yeah, GMK Godzilla, and it looks like a new Shimo. So yeah, I mean, just want to throw that out there if people get the news off of me. But I've pushed this video on for too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. So with that being said, let me know what you guys think of the Hiya Toys female Muto figurine from Godzilla 2014. Let me know if it's something you're gonna pick up or just something you're gonna skip out on. And I will see you guys within the next video. See ya!